How to make good money doing gig work, gig apps, gigging. Let's go. What's up, everybody? My name is Albert Lopez. Welcome back to another video. I make videos about my lifestyle, mainly about health, wealth, love, spirituality, and generosity, and how I've been able to get unstuck, which is what I felt most of my life, and be able to grow all those pillars of my life in a short period of time. So today, let's talk about it. Gig work. It's out there. It's easy to apply. It's easy to get. Just download the app, and if there's no waiting period, or if they're not saturated and then put you on a waiting list, you could be on and ready to go. Just answer a few questions, and if you qualify, they'll accept you. And it's on. I'm gonna give you 3 tips and a bonus one at the end. So here we go. The first one is focus on one app. Even if you have a lot of them downloaded and you've been messing with a few here and there, the best thing to do is to get really good at one. So just keep the other ones in the back burner, keep them in the back pocket, but get the one that just use your conscience. What does your conscience tell you to do? I mean, a conscience guided life is the best type of life, because your conscience will never guide you in the wrong direction. The only time that I've messed up is when I ignore my conscience and do the opposite thing or something else than what it's telling me to do, or it's telling me not to do. Then I get compression, because then I feel regret. So in this case, do the same thing. Focus, take a deep breath, do some push-ups, go for a walk, say, which one should I use? And then usually you already know. Before you're even asking, you already know which one you're attracted to. Do that one. Don't worry about the other ones. Don't turn them on. Don't turn them all on. Don't multi-app. Don't do nothing. Focus on one app and get really good at it. Just know where the buttons are, almost with your eyes closed. Know how it works. Know how to check out. Know how to do whatever it is that you're doing. And that's the best way to go, to laser focus yourself on one app. Second thing, don't be desperate and suffocate the app. Don't think, oh my gosh, this isn't working, and tapping, refresh. That comes from a poverty mindset, from a scarcity mindset, lack of faith. That should give you an indication that you're operating out of fear. Fear is no faith. You either have faith or you have fear. You can't have both of them. So if you're coming from a desperate place, that should be like a red alert. That should be a red flag to let you know, man, I need to fix myself. It's not the app. It's not the area. It's not your phone. It's not the update. It's not busy right now. This sucks. It's saturated. It's none of those excuses. It's just an indication that your conscience is telling you, hey, you know what? We're coming from a place of fear. We're coming from a place of being desperate, and nothing will work if you're suffocating it. If you're trying to start a side business, if you're doing gig work, even if you go to a job just being desperate with the paycheck, you're coming from a place of desperation, of fear, and it's not going to speed anything up. Payday's still not going to come till whatever the company pays you, if it's a job or if it's gig work or whatever it is. You need to change your mindset and be grateful. Come from a place of gratitude, love, and faith. You do that by raising your attitude. You can watch my other videos on that, but hit the floor, do some push-ups till you can't. Go for a run till you can't. Do burpees till you can't. Then come back and say, okay, I raised my attitude, all that work. Before you do any of the exercise, just say, this is for the intention to raise my attitude. Then come back to whatever you're doing. Then come back to focusing on that job, that new job that you got, or that second job. If you need cash, I understand how that goes. But don't come from a place of desperation, because it's not going to make anything go faster. You just have that victim mindset. Things are happening to you instead of for you. And once you switch that mindset around, everything will start flowing. Why? Because you'll start attracting it. You'll be in line with your conscience, and things will begin to flow because you're in flow state. Therefore, if you attract the work, if you attract the wealth, even if you're in a negative place right now, you put yourself in an attractive manner, you put yourself in an attractive attitude, things will change automatically on the outside, because you create your reality with your habits, and you adjust and fix and elevate your habits by adjusting your attitude first. So fix your attitude before you start anything, before you apply for a new job, a different job, a second job, before you download the apps, before you start doing it, and start focusing on elevating your attitude. You'll elevate your thoughts, your feelings, your actions, and then you'll come from a place of gratitude, love, and faith, and you know that it's going to work the way it's supposed to work. Even if it's slow and you're not getting any pings, you're not getting any alerts, you're not getting any hours, if you keep yourself in a high attitude, you'll know what move to do next, because you'll have a clear connection with your conscience. Third tip, give yourself a schedule, a start time and an end time. It doesn't have to be like for the week. It could be like just instantly, like, you know what, I'm gonna do some gig work today. I'm turning on. What time is it? And you look at the clock. Let's say it's gonna be, 2 o'clock. It's like, okay, I'll go from now till, and put an end time, and stick to it. And you could adjust it, but don't just go, because you're being loose with it. You're not being someone who's disciplined, that knows when you're gonna start and when you're gonna end. If you could put yourself in a position where you're actually a disciplined person, you raise your discipline, you build your discipline, you're going to be gifted confidence. You're going to be using these apps. You're going to be using this side job that you get. Say, okay, I'm going to have that job for how long? Give yourself a time. 6 months, 8 months, 2 months, 1 month, 2 weeks, 2 years, whatever. And stick to it. On the rainy days, on the cold days, on the tired days. I'm going to come in with the high, remember what we learned with the other one, with the high attitude. And I'm going to be disciplined to stick to that job, to that schedule, until the time I said. And you could adjust as you go. You consistently got to be adjusting. But if you set a time from the beginning, you're starting off as a disciplined person, a disciplined mindset, and you start building on that discipline. The more discipline you build, automatically you get the gift of confidence. And that comes from the source of creation, God. So now you're building your discipline and you're building your confidence just by setting a schedule. You could even set it in advance. Say, okay, I have time on Wednesdays, Fridays, or let's keep it simple, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, whatever day it is. And I know that I'm available during this time. And you kind of use a little bit of your smartness. Like let's say you're doing a food app. You know that lunchtime, dinner time, breakfast time, coffees, there tends to be a busy time. And if you get really good at the app, just like I mentioned in tip number 1, you'll know that it shows a graph. They got enough data to let you know when's the busy times. Maybe there's an incentive, maybe whatever. But you'll know that, hey, you know what? It gets busy from, 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. And then it gets busy again from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. Stick to that. Say, okay, I'm going to do from 7 to 10. And then I'm going to do something else or stay on, whatever. Maybe you want to go from 7 to 5. I don't know. But if you use a little bit of strategy, a little bit of smartness, you could decide if it works for you. Again, I'm not telling you that this is the smart move. I'm just saying this is where you listen to your conscience. Your conscience will tell you. Go from 7 to 9 and then come back from 3 to 6. Make sure you stick to those times. Of course, something's going to happen. You could be in the middle of an order and it's 5:59. Finish it. And then when you're done, be grateful. Be grateful that you were able to complete that assignment that you gave yourself, that work. You're bossing yourself up. You're building discipline. So there you go. Give yourself a schedule. Stick to that schedule as best as you can. If it seems a little too much, start getting a little overwhelming. Why is it overwhelming? Are you being a victim? Are you complaining? Are you whining? Or is it disrupting? Are you being irresponsible with other responsibilities you have, other priorities? You're neglecting your loved ones. You're neglecting other responsibilities. If you're neglecting other responsibilities, then you need to adjust. Make the hours a little bit less. Choose a different day. But if you're just being overwhelmed because you're being a whiner and a complainer, again, those are just red alerts that say, hey, check your attitude. It's not really that you're overwhelmed. You're just having a self-victimizing mindset. If you switch that, you'll beast up. You do the exercise, you elevate your mindset, you elevate your attitude, you get back into flow state, and you won't longer feel this alertness of overwhelm. It's not an overwhelming alert. It's an alert that, hey, you're being a whiner and a complainer. Go fix it. Like, oh, you have a low attitude. Go fix your attitude so we can keep on doing this work. Oh shit, okay. You do the exercise, do the burpees, the push-ups, the run, the jumping jacks, whatever. Just get yourself moving, get your heart rate going. Then come back and see how you don't feel like that no more. It's like, oh no, I was just whining and complaining. Let's go, let's keep on going. So give yourself that schedule, stay on top of it, adjust it if you need to, and make sure you're not adjusting it because you're being a whiner and a complainer. You're adjusting it because you want to get more time in. Maybe you have more free time and you're able to invest it into doing the work. Or you're coming short on other responsibilities and you need to adjust it so you can make sure you hit those responsibilities as well. So that's 3 tips. Here's your bonus tip. Number 4, stick to one area. Stick to one area that's familiar to you, maybe close to the pad or close to the job, or close if you got kids and you got to pick them up at a certain time, close to there. And because you're getting good at just one app, you're able to see, like, okay, this order comes here. It's only 2 miles away. It's only 5 minutes away. Good. It fits within. That means I'll finish with enough time to go home and do whatever I need to do at home, or go fulfill my other responsibilities, pick up my kids, or get to work, or whatever. If you don't know the app, next thing you know, you accept something and it shoots you like 13 miles away. You're like, oh no, you don't understand what you're doing. You already picked up the goods. You're on your way there. Now you're late. Now you're being what? Irresponsible to your other commitments. So when you get good at one app, you understand, like, oh yeah, this is close. Oh, I know the area. Oh, I know that it's compressed there. There's no parking there. Oh, I know that this apartment complex is really difficult to get in. I'm not taking that order. Oh, that one's right by my house. Yeah, I'll able to do that on my way home anyways, deliver it, and then I'm able to get home and have some lunch and do my workout, or get ready for my other commitments and responsibilities. So when you get good, going back to the first one, when you focus on one app and you get really good at it, sticking to one area, or straight out just one shopping center, anything in this shopping center, anything in that block, because it has a bunch of different food places or delivery places or supermarkets or whatever. Because you're getting good at it, you understand that, oh, this gets busy at this time. You know the store. You start getting to know the employees. They start trusting you. You start being because you're coming in with a high attitude. You have a good attitude. They start being nice to you. You create a friendship, a relationship. They know who you are. They know that you're there to pick up. You're gonna be able to move quicker, more efficiently, and get to your deliveries faster. Do it, and because you're coming in with a high attitude, everything's going to be a lot more efficient. So when you stick to one location, you get really good at that location as well. And you're able to make sure to stick to your other commitments that you may have on top of doing the app work. Yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching. Hey, don't forget, in the comments, let me know where you're from, city, state, country, and let me know what gig apps you're doing or you want to do and which one you're going to focus on. Any one of those or all of them. I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching.